Welcome to the jungle this morning. It's going to get very interesting, very fast. It should be fun. So I'm going to start with that. Wish I was more short. Let's figure out a little about what's going to go on. Let's talk a little about what we think is going to happen and what the markets are really looking at and what do we think the real moves are going to be this morning. So the futures are down about 20 handles as of now. They've been down as much as about 25 and as little as 15. Basically, they've been in this 20 plus range. So what I'm expecting at this point is I'm expecting a first move down. Obviously, a first strong move down. I'm looking at a continued move down. We're not going to see a huge move down initially. I'm expecting another, let's call it 5 handles, maybe 7 max on the futures, right? So I'm expecting we're going to start selling. We're going to keep selling, right? A little selling pressure, and we're going to bottom, right? And the market then is going to turn around in a classic fade, which is what we do. The market's going to turn around and make a run up. It's going to pass through this 20 handle open, or wherever we're hitting, and it's going to keep moving up, right? And test a 1/3 retracement. Eve's got the numbers of where we're at. And I think that's going to be that first and second very big move that we're going to see. Spike down, rip up. Okay? Then the market's probably going to stay around and test its mid-level ranges and see if it can break higher. And if it can, it's going to make another move down with an attempt at some point or another to break lower. Overall, we're probably going to start seeing some selling pressure. Whether or not the market does try to make another move up in the next week or so and see what it can do, my feeling is that we've seen our highs for a while, and we've probably, at least my feeling is we're starting for the September, October, November down move, what I consider to be the October bloodbath, which I think is forthcoming. Heard me talk about it. So I think we're going to have that down move followed by the up move. You're going to see nice volatility today because the futures are up so much, which means if you're looking for nickels, the odds are you're going to get hurt. You're going to have to play for a little more range when you're playing for your trades, but it's going to be a trending move. Anyone who's trading off of any of the filter systems, just make sure when you're in the trending move that you're recognizing what's happening, right? Even if you have to step in a little beforehand and anticipate, then that's fine. Just watch them as they're going, and make sure that you're getting the trends. Because if you're getting at the end of those trends, you're basically gonna get smacked. So either take your profits and losses quicker.
Not a good move.
No, use them. They're gonna definitely give you your indications, your indicators of where to get things in and when they're breaking in and out. Aside from that, there's it's going to be an interesting week with numbers coming out and everything else. So Eve's going to discuss it a little. Commodities, I think, are going to have their day today, and they're going to get smacked around a little as well. Again, I'm not going to give you specific sectors today because it's going to be all across the board. Whatever's going to open down big is going to have big bounces. Whatever's going to open down only a little is probably going to have the larger moves down. So we're going to sandwich this market. We're going to be shorting things not down that much, and we're going to be buying things down way too much. And we're going to wait for that move after we got knocked out of everything, because we got canceled because we didn't get any of the things on either side of the sandwich. We're going to wait for that bottoming, and we're going to pick it up. Okay? And then we're going to wait and see if it can test up. So very important. Strap it on today. It's going to be very whippy. It's going to be a little crazy, I think, off the open. But if you haven't seen these markets, you haven't traded a lot of these markets, they're fun. They're something you need to get used to, because as volatility does increase, and I think we're going to have a volatile fall and winter, as you see it, these things are going to be more common, and it's kind of things I want to make sure all of you guys know how to trade a little better. I'm going to let Eve give you a little discussions about levels today, because they're going to be very important. Write these down.
Thank you.